All right, the Green Bay Packers are in the news. Of course, this is a football team. They've moved on from Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love is definitely the guy, but we've got an interesting report out of Green Bay involving the quarterback position that I think says a lot about the Packers and how they feel about Jordan Love.
Yeah, Nick, I think this move just shows the confidence in Jordan Love and kind of what the Packers feel about the quarterback position in general. I think it's a really strong move for the Packers going forward. But talking about this upcoming season, Packers fans, today in the comment section below, there's a lot of great games coming up this year, a lot of tough rivalries, maybe some out of conference opponents that you're looking forward to playing. We want to know, what game are you most looking forward to this year in the comment section below? I think there's going to be really interesting answers down there. So let us know, what game are you most looking forward to this season in the comment section below. But Nick, let's get on into it. What is this news about the Packers?
Yeah, so this time of year, anytime you're trying to evaluate how a guy is doing, specifically a new quarterback, it sometimes can be tricky to see, the day in and day out reports at training camp. Do they have a good day? Do they have a bad day? It's just hard to go into exactly what it all means. But there's one big move that always gives a lot of support behind a young quarterback, and that is getting rid of a veteran who is going to be a potential backup. That's usually a big sign of confidence, and the Packers did just that. Miles, if you want to throw up the report, this is from Packers Wire. I will read from it. The Green Bay Packers released quarterback Danny Etling from the 90-man roster on Sunday. That'd be this afternoon, leaving the backup battle behind Jordan Love between fifth-round pick Sean Clifford and USFL MVP Alex Magoo at this point of training camp. Coach Matt LaFleur stressed the challenge of giving reps to four different quarterbacks. Etling became the odd man out following Saturday night's family night practice at Lambeau Field. Etling, 29, returned to the Packers in January of 2022. He spent the entire 2022 season as the number 3 quarterback on the practice squad behind Aaron Rodgers and Love. Clifford, a rookie out of Penn State, has impressed during training camp. The Packers also like the physical tools of Magoo, a 2018 draft pick who revived his career in the USFL over the last 2 seasons. All right, so here's the issue with the Etling release, and this is why I think it's a great sign from Jordan Love. The report kind of mentioned it here. Etling is the only quarterback outside of Love, the only quarterback on this roster that has any sort of experience over the course of a regular season with the Green Bay Packers and LaFleur. Now, obviously, Magoo's had some NFL experience, but he's still new to the Packers offense. He's new to LaFleur and his scheme and all that kind of thing. Etling has an experience. He's gone through a game plan week. He sat in a room with Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. He knows how LaFleur likes to approach practices, game in and game out, and knows what the Packers are looking for in a backup quarterback in that role. Despite all of that, the Packers said, we're moving off of you because we don't think Jordan Love needs a strong veteran presence. He's got it figured out, everything he needs to do to be the guy going forward. You see a lot of other guys with young quarterbacks, they like having that veteran presence. You see Washington, they've done that a lot of time with Jacoby Brissett. You see that in Atlanta. Desmond Ridder, they brought in Sam Howell to be his veteran presence. You see that all the time in the NFL with young quarterbacks. They always like having a veteran presence, regardless of how good that veteran is. The Green Bay Packers are going in opposite direction here, and I think it's a great sign for Jordan Love and the fact that LaFleur and company really believe that Jordan Love is ready to be a big-time player for him. But Miles, let me throw it over to you now. What are your thoughts on this move and everything with Jordan Love and the Packers right now?
Yeah, Nick, I think this just shows a lot of confidence, like you said, not only in Love, but the backups as well. They seem to be competent. And I think really what you see out of the backups is guys that have a little bit more to give. The baseline with a guy like Etling, like you said, he's bounced around the NFL. He's been a guy on this team, so they definitely know what they're getting out of him. There's a little more intrigue in guys like Clifford or Magoo there. Something that, when you go down or when you need your backup quarterback in, like, you want something a little bit more out of them. A baseline guy, if Jordan Love was to go out, they need something a little bit more explosive to maybe throw teams off. A guy like Etling isn't really going to provide you that. It's probably just a very baseline, mediocre backup style of quarterback. Now, Jordan Love, that also shows the confidence they have in him in the system, like you said, because they would have this guy in there in case, like, if Jordan Love did not know this system inside and out, like the back of his hand, and they felt confident that he could run it, they'd want to have this guy on there, even if he was third string, just as an insurance policy, like you said, to come in and be like, okay, well, Love isn't really doing it. We need to throw somebody in there right now. Let's get this guy in there. So that takes all those notions out there. Jordan Love is the guy, and they believe in him. So now you analyze the backup position a little bit harder. What did everybody bring to the table? Magoo has a lot of intrigue. There's a lot of, excitement out of him coming out of the USFL. He did very well there. And then Sean Clifford, a young guy coming in. I think those are more exciting options at the backup quarterback position. So I really think this is a smart move by the Packers, and it shows a lot of trust in the quarterback position going forward.
Yeah, and it's an important thing to understand that when it comes to being a franchise quarterback, and it sounds so obvious, but maturity and leadership and understanding the day-to-day aspects. We're always focused on the game day performance, but the Monday through Saturday grind where you're going through the game plan, you're going through the practices, you're going through walkthroughs. It's a lot for a young guy to take on his first role as a starting quarterback. I know Jordan Love's been around the block for a number of years now, but this is his time to take over the job. A lot of times, like I mentioned before, teams like to have a veteran there to kind of help support him along the way. Heck, even Tom Brady always had a backup veteran quarterback, especially at the end of his time with New England and later Tampa Bay, just to have an extra ear, a veteran ear to potentially support you if needed. The fact that the Packers say, look, we'd rather see what Magoo and Clifford can bring to the table. Like you said, Mice, this is the biggest vote of confidence we've seen out of any young quarterback this entire offseason so far, whether rookie or veteran. I think this is a great sign that LaFleur really believes in Jordan Love and that Jordan Love could be onto special things for the Green Bay Packers.